What's up, Jason?
Morning. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good. I already hit record, just so you know.
Awesome.
I'm trying to get on a little bit earlier so I can do this event slideshow here when I remember.
No, that's good. Knowing that, I don't mind dialing in early. Just let me know and I'll do so.
Cool. Yeah, I'm trying to get on 5 minutes till. And run
Okay.
it. So
I'll do that. I'm just waiting on students. There's a couple people registered today, so.
you had bounced between 11 and 13 for Tabata yesterday. It's pretty good.
Really?
Yeah.
That's really good for that class because it's a tougher class, so that's pretty cool.
Class. Yeah, you've already got 9 on this morning, so that's good.
Well, I've got Lynn and Carol registered, but I don't know if they're hung up at the door. They're not in here yet. I'm going to start. I'm not going to wait on them. We'll start right on the hour when you're ready.
Okay, sounds good. You're good to go. I'll shut off the slideshow here.
Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? I hope you're feeling good. Happy Friday. All right, guys. We're going to get started. Let's get those shoulders back and down. And let's go ear to shoulder. Good morning, ladies. Door's always locked. Okay. All right, let's go left to right with that. And up and down. Good. Let's push those arms out, bend those wrists back. Bring those arms in, bend the wrists down. Back and forth. Good. Let's make fists. Make circles with those wrists. Full range of motion. Brendan, our facility supervisor, is waving hi. What you guys possibly can't see on camera right now is the swarm of small flies right here buzzing in my face right now. Switch directions of those circles. Good. Palms up. Bring them towards the face. Scoop through and out. Through and out. Don't chase them away. Good from here. Let's pinch those shoulders back and then push forward and round them out. Back and forth. Good, arms extended out. High, low. Reach those fingers towards each other. And back out again. High, low. And reach those towards each other. Ooh, that's a little sunshine peeking through. That's kind of nice. Good. All right. One shoulder up, shrugging up towards that ear and rolling it all the way over. Roll it all the way back and bring it down, up and over. So notice my arm's still staying out to the side. Don't roll your arm forward. Roll your shoulder forward and back. And let's switch sides. Awesome. Big circles now, up and around. And switch directions. Right on. From here, we're going to rotate our shoulders over our hips, twisting in that rib cage zone. Good. Hip circles. And switch directions. Nicely done, everybody. Hopefully you have a strap, towel, sweatshirt, belt you can use. I'll go real slow right now if you need to run and grab one. Take whatever you're using and hold them just outside of that shoulder width. Keep those arms locked out nice and straight. I want to take that up and go back as far as your shoulders will let you. Keeping the arms straight. Don't bend. Keep them straight as you pull back. And then rotate them back forward and through. And let's repeat that motion. 2 more. Last one. Let's pull this one back and hold it back behind. And bring that back forward. Good. Take it now. Pick whatever hand you want. You're going to hold that strap right behind your neck. Reach your free hand right along your small of your back and grab a hold of that strap on the low end. And then take that hand and pull down, causing that upper arm to bring itself up and that elbow pointing into the sky. Good. We're going to switch that now by pulling up on that upper arm and tucking that low arm up and under the shoulder blades. And then take that high arm and bring that strap over your shoulder. Make sure you're postured up tall so that shoulder gets pulled back into its best stretch. Try not to hunch yourself down into this. Sit up tall. Good. From here, bring that high hand back up. And let's just move through that range of motion now. Pull each direction back and forth. Good. Let's stop with that hand behind the neck again. Release the bottom hand. Replace the top hand. Re-grab at the bottom. And pull down to start. Good. Let's take that top hand and pull up now. Tuck that lower arm up and under your shoulder blades and bring that strap around to rest. Good. Hand back up and pull back and forth. Good. Let's release that strap. Bring it around behind the back, right behind your hips. And grab pretty narrow. So instead of a wide grip, we'll grab it narrow now. And I want you to pull those shoulder blades back. Pull them back and punch them down. So your rib cage lifts up and elevates. And then pull your arms away from you. From here, let's hinge at those hips and push those hips back behind till we start to bring ourselves lower and flat. And then you can bring those arms up into that stretch. Good. Bring those arms down and your hips back under. All right. We're going to take those straps and set them down. Move my chair a little bit so you guys have a better view of this one. What I want you to do now is you're going to space your feet out outside your shoulders. Not super wide, but definitely outside your shoulders. Enough that you still have a base and you're comfortable. And I want you to pick a side to start on. I'm going to start on my left side, and I'm going to take that foot, and I'm going to turn it open. From here, since my left side's open, I'm going to point my right arm up into the air. And I'm going to take my left arm, and I'm going to push my hips back, and I'm going to glide down my left leg. And I want to keep those shoulders twisted open and keep pointing up at the sky or the ceiling. Good. From here, let's bring those hips back underneath us. We're going to bring that right arm down. Toes still pointing to the left, so I'm going to turn my whole body. I'm going to switch that same procedure. So now I'm going to take my right arm onto my leg, and I'm going to rotate my left hand up. And I'm going to bring myself down and open up to the ceiling or the sky. Bring that arm down, your hips back underneath you. I'm going to take that left foot now. I'm going to turn it back forward. I'm going to do the exact same thing now on my right side. So I'm going to open up my right foot. My left hand's in the air. My right hand's going to go down my leg as I push my hips backwards. Push them back so you're sitting back deep and open up towards the ceiling and sky. You can use a chair or the wall to help you with your balance. You don't need to go down this deep either. It's all on your level of flexibility. Maybe you made it down to your knee and you're rotating open. That's fine too. Good, let's bring those hips back underneath us. And we're going to switch. So I'm going to turn to face that right leg now. My left arm's going to come down, and my right's going to open up to the sky, to the ceiling. Good, let's bring that arm down. Hips back underneath. Turn that right foot back forward again. So our feet are still a little bit wide. We're going to go down now. We're going to push those hips back behind us and bring our hands towards the ground. Again, you don't need to make it to the ground. Make it to your level of stretch. If you're flexible enough to get those hands down, you can actually reach underneath your legs, back behind you. And push those hips right back underneath again. Good job. So now I'm going to grab the chair. We're going to use this to help us with some balance and for some of our stretches. I'm going to get it close to me on my side. I'm starting it on my right side. Start on whatever side you like. But because it's on my right side, I'm going to take my left leg. I'm going to step over my right leg. So the outside leg from the chair is stepping over. Again, if you need your chair for balance, do so, but we're going to go back into that hip, pushing behind. Bring that hip back underneath you. Use your chair again if you need it for balance, but we're going to reach down and we're going to grab our back foot. We're going to come up and do a quadricep stretch. We're going to release that leg, swing it around to the front, and lift that heel right above your knee. Straighten out your back and push those hips back behind and sit back into your hips. Back into those hips. Good. Push those hips back underneath you. That leg that was crossed, I want you to bring it slightly out in front. With that pinky toe, set it down and let that ankle bend out to the side. Good. Relax that foot. And I'm going to take my chair. I'm going to swing it around to my other side. So the chair's here to help us with some balance. But again, the outside leg steps over. Push those hips back behind you, keeping your back straight. Good. Hips back underneath. We're going to reach down and grab that back leg and pull up into that quad stretch. Good. Let's release that foot. Bring it around to the front, above the knee. Straighten that back and sit back into your hip. Good. Bring those hips forward. That toe out in front. Put that pinky to the side. Good. Take the pressure off that ankle. All right, guys. We're going to flip our chair around. So that seat's facing us. Going to go through that hamstring and hip series. So again, squaring off to the seat of your chair. Pick one foot up, toe in the air. Make sure when you do that, your hip doesn't swing open. Turn to face that foot that you put up. Straighten out your back, tilt your hips back, and bring that chest forward. Good, let's bring our hips right back underneath us and we're gonna open up. So if you need to take your foot down, you can. We're gonna take that bottom foot and we're gonna pivot it open. So now our hips are open, but my foot's still pointing up at the ceiling or the sky. And I'm basically sideways now. Take those hips, push those hips back, and then lean into the foot that's up on the chair. Feel this down the inside of the thigh, the adductor muscles. Good, go ahead and bring those hips right back underneath you. Turn back to face that chair again, whether you're pivoting your foot or you're stepping down. Left leg for me is still up, but now I'm putting my foot flat in the chair. I'm actually stepping on it. Lean forward and grab the arms or the back of your chair. Look down and make sure that foot that's grounded is kicked out nice and straight. And then let's sink our hips down into the chair. Good, guys. From here, we're going to pick those hips up and we're going to push them back behind us. And then I want you to use your arms to slide your body weight over that top leg, leaning out over it as you push those hips back. Good. Push those hips forward and bring yourself off the chair. Let's go ahead and switch legs. You shouldn't have to move your chair where you are, but I like to keep facing you. So let's put that foot up. Square those hips off. Push those hips back behind you. You dancing, Carol? You dancing? Double check those hips. Make sure they haven't opened up. Stay closed off. Good. Let's push those hips back underneath and open up ourselves. Toes still at the ceiling. Back still nice and straight. So we push those hips back behind and we lean towards the leg that's up. Good. Bring that hip back underneath you. Turn back towards that chair and put that foot flat. Man, don't be afraid to step down and step yourself back up again. So keep our balance. Reach down and grab. Look back at that back foot. Make sure it's kicked out straight. And drop those hips down in. Good. Pick those hips up. Push them back behind. Slide those arms forward. And lay over that leg that's up. Good. Push those hips forward and push yourself off. You can stand behind your chair or flip it around. I'm going to go to the back. I'm going to turn my chair around so I'm on the back side of my chair. Put those hands on the back side of the chair. We're going to walk ourselves backwards just to a point where I can then start to straighten my back out and push my hips back and drop my head through my arms. You're not trying to lean on this. Don't lean back and fall over because your chair is going to tip. Think about pushing the hips back and then dropping your chest down through. Good. Hips back up and under. Now we can have a seat. Let's go ahead and position that chair. One arm out away, thumb up. Bring that arm across your body. Use the opposite arm to grab at the elbow with your forearm or your arm and hug that in. I'm going to do my forearm because we're going to get into a crazy stretch today. Some of you are going to look at me and go, that's so hard. And that's all right. Some of you are going to get into it. but I'll give you an alternate if this one's too hard. So the arm that's out straight, I want you to point it up at the ceiling or the sky. And the one that you have crossed, I want you to point it up too. So both your pinkies should be pointing away from you. You're going to take that one that's in front, and I want you to wrap it around and grab around like your finger to finger, palm to palm. See that? From here, we're going to push those elbows out and away from us a little bit, and then lift them up. It's only going to go an inch or two before it gets real tight and opens up our back. If this little pretzel is a little difficult, just cross your hands over, flip the thumbs down, go palm to palm, and push into each palm. Push so hard into each palm that your back starts to open and stretch out. So you can do either. I want to open up our mid-back that way. Good. Open them back up. We'll take the opposite arm across now and hug that elbow in. Remember not to shrug that shoulder up. Keep that shoulder down nice and even. Then we point it up. Point the other one up. Wrap them around so they're palm to palm. Push the elbows out and lift them up. Again, palm to palm this way and push against each hand if you have trouble with this one. Good. Bring that down, unwrap. Nice. Palm to palm. Take your right hand, push your left hand over. Don't move the whole arm. Keep it palm to palm and just move the left side over until you feel it stretch down the bottom of your forearm. And switch. Left hand pushes the right. Good. From here, release those palms and let those hands drop. And this time, go back of the hand to back of the hand. Some of you may not be flexible, and they're only going to start to touch. And you're just going to push in. If you can go back of the hand to the back of the hand while they're touching, slowly try to drop your elbows as you keep pushing together. So you're going to push and drop the elbows. Should increase that stretch. Good. From here, I'm going to scoot back into my chair so my back's up against it. Lift my hands up, point them at the sky. Keep them pointing up as you let yourself round back over your chair. Once you're rounded over, let those arms come out wide and hang out to your side as you're leaning back. Good. Let those arms scoop up and under until you can sit up. Bring those arms up again, and this time lay back and let those arms go with you straight back as you lay back. Again, scoop those up and under and sit yourself forward. I'm going to slide forward. I'm going to go back in those hips a little bit. So let's cross ankle over knee. Hand on that shin. Posture up nice and straight back. And pull your chest through the opening, up and through, not down. Pull up and through. So you're trying to sit forward with the straightest back you can. Okay, now sit back. Now I want you to turn to face that knee that's up. And scoop it up into the chest. Twist your torso, pull on the leg. Try to sit up in as straight a posture as you can. Good. Untwist yourself and take that leg and slide it all the way over. My right leg's on top. I'm going to drape my left one over it. I'm going to put my right arm either on the arm of my chair or the back of my chair. And I'm going to use my left arm to leverage me around this corner and twist. Good. Untwist yourself. And we'll uncross that leg. And then switch to the other side. Again, ankle at knee first. Hands on that shin. Straighten that spine. And pull your chest through with that straight back. Good. Sit back up. Turn to face that knee. Scoop it up into the chest. Pull and rotate. Good. Release that tension. Push that leg all the way across. Left leg's on top. Right arm comes over. Left arm on the chair. Twist yourself around that corner. Sit up nice and tall when you twist. Good. Untwist, uncross. Let's bring our feet out wide. Sit forward over those knees. Just take one hand, put it on the inside of the knee, and push yourself away until that arm can be straight. So I'm going to push a little of the knee and a lot of my body. And I'm going to drop this front shoulder through and down. Good. Bring that shoulder back in. That forearm can go back down. And let's switch sides. Push that knee away. Push your body away. Drop that shoulder through and down. Good. Untwist that. Sit yourself back up. I want to stand up now. Getting near the end of our stretch time. All right, guys. Let's take our right hand. We want to pick it up to the ceiling of the sky. Once you're up there, extend it even farther. So you feel your ribs stretching out and opening. And then go over your head. And continue to point and stretch and point and stretch and point and stretch as you pull that arm away and across your face until it comes and it's hanging down. We're going to sit those hips back behind us to let our torso down. Then we're going to swing our torso to the other side. And we're going to push our hips right back underneath us. So those arms should be hanging. We're going to roll that shoulder back and sit back up. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Up, 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 and over. Pull that arm across the face, stretching through your back until those arms are hanging. Push those hips back. Swing across. Hips go back under. Shoulder rolls back and sit up tall. Let's take that nice and fluid now. Right arm up, over, across till it hangs. Hips go back. Swing to the other side as the hips come under. Shoulder rolls and we sit up. Left arm up, over, across till it hangs. Hips go back. Swing across. Hips go under. Shoulder and sits up. Up, down, scoop and breathe into your chest. Fill your rib cage, lift that rib cage up in the air, open up those ribs, push all the air out. We're going to open to our left, twisting right through those ribs again. Open and breathe. Exhale to center. Open on the right. Exhale to center. Open up and back. We're going to go all the way down and breathe in again. Inhale up. Fill those ribs. Push it out. Left. Out. Right. Breathe in deep. Out and up and out. Well, guys, do you feel awesome? You feel stretched out? You feel loose? Did you get some sun? Is it nice and cool in the house? Well, I hope it is. I hope you feel really good. I hope this makes a successful week of movement and activity, and this helped loosen you up for it. You guys can join me tomorrow for Gentle Fitness at 11 o'clock on the same live feed. Till then, take care. Keep smiling, guys. Good job today. Bye now. Thank you. You're welcome.